Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Well, due to no public demand whatsoever, we're on another big Greg, so here we go, leaving the flat. You can see we've got a new fence put up, which is looking pretty good. And the car's pretty frosty, so it's going to be a chilly day throughout. See our friend the fox here, briefly, jumps into the hedge. And also the council have replaced the light that blew down during the storm, so all good there. So on Craw Road here, the one that I regularly litter pick on, I picked up a couple of bits here. It's a never-ending job, and we're passing this big house here, which looks like something like the Adams family. That's going to get turned into flats. So, well, we're heading just down at the station now, and hoping to get the 7:01 train into Glasgow Central. Well, here we go again. It's 10 to 7 in the morning, so just at Paisley Canal station, and head into Glasgow. So I'll keep today's running order secret, keep some suspense in the world. Well, heading into Glasgow first. There's a new one at Kirkintilloch Street we're going to check out, and then we'll go north from there, so we'll keep in touch. Just challenged with some grief recently for its content. I mean, look at some of these people. I mean, what are they on? Huh? What you can say though is we do have one fan, so shout out to Beth, who gives us the props. No, Beth, you're the best. And Mayflower Dog too.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, that was a nice start to the day. That was the new Greggs I looked at in the previous video when it was getting built. It was quite busy and there's only one guy on, but I understand from my friend Sean that his daughter Imogen's now going to work there. So good luck, Imogen, you're doing the God's best work. So we're heading up now to Postle Park, which is one of the more less salubrious areas of Glasgow, let us say. But let's see if we get any trouble. That's a lovely day. Well, that's the first two done. New one on Kirkintilloch Street, and then trek up to Postle Park. It's a bit nervous about going there, as it still has a reputation, a bit tough, but I was there quite early and I think all the bears hadn't got up yet. So now heading down towards Springburn, where we've got two, and then we're heading up towards Bishopbriggs. So just cut through 10,000 steps. It's about 9 o'clock, so all going to plan so far. I'm heading now to the second one in Springburn, which is an Asda outlet and a filling station, so one of the glamorous ones. Walk through Springburn here, you can see the amount of letters, pretty shocking. Don't say what you do about it, Steve, because as you can see here, bang, 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 I'm a Paisley litter picker. I did see one lady on a verge and I thought she was picking litter, so I was about to applaud her, but she was actually stealing daffodils. So walking from Springburn to Bishopbriggs takes about 45 minutes. Deli Darbar there, recommended Indian, had a good few lunches there in my days at Aviva in Bishopbriggs. So got here at a good time, the school was out because it's usually mobbed with kids. And let's see what we have here.
Want a piece of me, huh?
There you are, it's about 20 to 11, done about 20,000 steps, and that's me in Bishopbriggs, so that's 5 down, so I've done half the day so far, 5 planned, still to come.
We'll see you when you get there, meet you when you get there, we really care and want to share.
Look forward to that.
Anyway, so I'm standing outside the old Aviva office I used to work on in Wester Hill Road. Still set as my workplace on Google Maps, but hasn't been for a while. They moved out of here, and it's now the owner of Optical Express, or the founder of Optical Express's car collection stored there. So it's now famous for two things, me and him. So there you go.
We're off now on what's the longest walk of the day. It was nearly 2 hours between Bishopbriggs and Kirkintilloch. I walked along the side of the Forth and the Clyde Canal. Used to come here quite a lot when I worked to eat my lunch, because if you didn't, people would come up and say, "I know you're on your lunch, but," and then you had to talk to them while you're eating your sandwich. So it's a nice walk. It's quite flat, being a canal towpath, obviously. There's a lot of trees down following the big storm that we had, and a few of them are just chopped across the path. But it was nice seeing the boats again. We went in a 80th birthday trip in the canal with my mum, which was a good memory, and we're now heading into Kirkintilloch proper.
I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Cheryl Avenue.
And together we are Park Avenue.
At this point, I had about half an hour wait for a bus to the next stop in Kilsyth, and I fancied a visit to the toilet and a pint, so I went to Kirky Puffer, Old Reliable, and asked my friend Dougie if he wanted to meet for a drink, but sadly he was unavailable.
No one wants to have a meeting with you. No one wants to have a drink with you.
This was the most expensive meal today at £5.20, but I diddled myself, because if I'd added wedges, it would only cost a fiver, so it'd be like 20p saving plus free wedges.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
I would also point out that the barbecue sauce here, which is very nice, is complimentary. There's no price on it, and I was worried it was stealing it previously, but I put a note on the Greg Staff Reddit, and I have been informed that they're indeed complimentary, so fill your boots next time you're in. Well, we're down to the last two now, but it proved to be quite problematic, and I got lost a couple of times. Cumbernauld is a bit of a labyrinth, and even if you know it, you'd still get lost. So what I did was I missed the one in the Cumbernauld centre, and then went on to the next one, which I thought was the first one, and then I walked on from that one looking for the second one, which I'd already been to. So I was kind of nostalgic going to Cumbernauld, because I had relatives who used to stay here, and the big building here you see used to have a swimming pool in it, where I used to get swimming lessons at school.
Here we are, closing in penultimate stop for day number 9, Cumbernauld city centre. So it's a bit of a trek getting to Kilsyth and then down to the first one in Cumbernauld. So there was a couple of buses, but it's not cheating, you know. I make up the rules anyway. Anyway, so just on 40,000 steps, and it's about 4 o'clock, so quite the day.
Well, that's all 10 done, so thanks for sticking with me to the end. It was a good day. Managed to find Cumbernauld station without too much difficulty, and I got a train which took me through my stomping ground of steps, which you can see here. So, unfortunately, this dropped me off at Glasgow Queen Street, which is a paying, so I had to walk to Glasgow Central. But Irene kindly picked me up from Paisley Gilmer Street, so I didn't have too much more walking after I completed the quest. But overall, that was 46,500 steps over 21 miles, so quite a good workout. Quite enjoyed it. First 5-6 were good because I knew the area. Once I got to Cumbernauld, it was a bit more frustrating, so I had to keep my eye on the app the whole time to keep my direction. Even then, I still get lost. But overall, a good day. That takes me up to 90 Greg shops completed. So please feel free to nominate your local shop if I've not been to it for number 100. Anyway, talk to you guys. Talk again soon. Take care. Bye.